direction I like. Luminescent is heavier than light fluorescence. No confusion, no suppression. Our crew drop deadly message. This the Attica, rattle your character. No for a fast. While vernacular, this is the fucking practicum. This is the caliber that we at. We always adding up. Period, we the best. My nigga, you couldn't saddle up. Yo, it's JC, Mr. Irving in this shit. Flex 45, flex on the play. Yes, we can hear you. You hear me clearly. Go spit the
Yeah. What's goody? What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling tonight? You're hanging with your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, here on YouTube. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It's DC for life. I see we got Cruise in the building. What's going on with you? Give it a B. Give Cowboys a B. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. Y'all going to hear what I had to say about the game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. So if y'all ready, let's go ahead and get on with it.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Yo, what's going on, everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, here on YouTube, the place where you can find my raw and uncut emotion about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm sporting them Dallas Cowboys for life. And if you are DC for life, won't you go ahead, subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, because it's free and it definitely helps the channel out. So let's go ahead and see. We got some people coming up in here. What's going on, Nise? What's going on? All right. You gave a B+. I like it. All right. Cruise. Talk about it. Should have been 56-17. But I'm assuming they didn't want to go all out since they have less time to prepare for Thursday's game. See, that's one of my concerns. That was one of my concerns, going out there and completely being super physical and getting hurt because we have a Thursday game coming up for Thanksgiving. So I wanted to go out there, just get the dub, get it and leave, It's like a robbery, give me that and leave. All right. Nisi says, if they're holding back, they should still, see, y'all ain't even let me get into my stuff. All right. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I got to start this live off by saying, we were supposed to go out there and do this. We were supposed to go out there and honestly manhandle the Carolina Panthers. Frankly, to me, I think we allowed them to score one too many touchdowns. Our defense is better than that. Man, we got gashed by the run. They didn't have too many run yards, but when they ran, we got gashed. But I'll get to that in a second. Even though I gave them 13 points on my prediction, I don't know. I just feel that the way they played and the way we played, we should have only allowed 3 points. I said it in my last video, though. I said, don't go out there thinking that you got to show everybody that you can blow the Carolina Panthers out. But we didn't play really good. I mean, I said the Cowboys should go out there and show they can play sound, complementary football on all three phases of the game. Defense was great, but they kept getting gashed. Offense, 5 yards a clip, y'all. But like I said, I'm going to get into that. We got the dub, but I just don't feel that we played to the level that we know Cowboys Nation can play. That Cowboy can play, So we started off slow. 7 yards, Cowboys Nation, on the first possession. 3 plays and out. We can't do that anymore. Going into the stretch of games that we're going into, having these empty calories on the first series, 3 plays, 7 yards, and out. You're going to face teams that's going to hit you in the head if you do that. That's going to capitalize off you getting the ball first, punting. They're going to go down and score, and then they're going to get the ball at the half. We can't afford that, Cowboy Nation. Y'all know what I'm saying? So, we got the ball. We punted. They got the ball. They punted. Then we got the ball and scored with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. That was too much time taken off of the clock for us to have 0-0 with the 1-8 Carolina Panthers. That's unacceptable. You're going to hear that a lot in this live. It was unacceptable. We should have been working on our second touchdown at that point in the game. But, ladies and gentlemen, what y'all think about old Schoonmaker tonight? What y'all think about that? That boy got popped. Yeah, boy. Schoonmaker got popped. But when he came down with that touchdown, I honestly thought they were going to jar that ball loose. The way he got hit, he kind of got sandwiched. One hit, then right after the next, and fell to the ground, held on to that ball. That is toughness. You know, that comes with the position of a tight end, but that is toughness, Cowboys Nation. And I was glad. I was happy to see that. That's his second touchdown of the season. I was happy to see, him get his whistle wet with a tub and a tub in that fashion. But let me go ahead and check out the comments real quick. Comments rolling. I want to be able to get to as many as y'all as I can. If you want to stand out, we got the super chats, but I ain't forcing that on you. All right. Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy Johnson finally going into the Ring of Honor. But my thing is, when I heard that at the beginning of the game and they were hyping that up in the game, I'm like, you better show me. You know what I'm saying? They said that it's going to happen in December. It better happen. You know what I'm saying? It better happen, because I've heard Jimmy Johnson Ring of Honor talk for the last 2-3 years. And honestly, I think that, and y'all know me, I'm a superstitious kind of dude. I feel that's the curse on the Dallas Cowboys. That Jerry Jones has held out on Jimmy in that Ring of Honor the way he did Jimmy after winning Super Bowls. I feel that was the curse on the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if Jerry can make it right with Jimmy, put him in the Ring of Honor and set the universe straight, then I hope that just lifts the curse and we get a better shot at the championship. But boom, you grade that an A all day. Oh, they're doing it the 30th against the Lions. Whew. We better show up that day. The Lions come to us, if I'm not mistaken. They come to us, so we need to show out for Jimmy. Cowboys Nation and Dallas Cowboys, we need to show out for Jimmy Johnson, for real. DC for life. All right, you said you grade that an A. I can't go with the A. I mean, I can, we can agree to disagree, but I just don't think it was a tight football game, on the Cowboys side enough to be considered an A. All right. Eagles fans are crying because we handle business. That's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. Middle bro is always going to get mad when big bro gets shine. You know how that is. All right. Yes. Support new Cowboy media. Share, like, and sub up Cowboy Nation. That's what I'm talking about. Nisi agrees with me. All right, Earl in the house. What's happening? Should have shut them out and pinned pinned another TD. Yep. 440 zip blowout. But since they look so good, we let them have 10 points. My fear was that we were going to go out there and our defense was going to make Bryce Young look like Steve Young. You know what I'm saying? I said that in my video beforehand yesterday. I was like, man, I just don't want them to go out there and underestimate this team and think that it's a walk in the park, because I got a feeling that they thought that about the Arizona Cardinals and we got kicked in the face. So I wanted them to go out and play sound, complimentary football. And if that led to a blowout, then so be it. That led to a blowout. But I didn't expect the game to be so close at such a point in time. And I'm gonna get to that. But let me go ahead and get a couple more. Yeah. Verl, I wish the Bears would have won as well, because I was sitting there. I was obviously watching the Cowboys game, but I was paying attention to that Lions game, and I'm like, oh man, the Bears are up. They're up. Damn, they're down. Oh, they're gonna lose. I wanted the Lions to kind of be brought down to earth, and I think a loss would have done that. But yeah, Scoon made a nice little play. Yep, you right. King by blood. Scoon made a nice play. I talked about that earlier. Like, that hit, man, he took those two hits and basically it could have jarred the ball loose, but he held on to it. And the way he caught it and went to the ground with it, you could tell in his mind, he was like, I'm not letting go of this. This is my touchdown. And he got it. And that was good. I feel like it came a little late in the, little late in the first quarter, but he got it. All right, you're gonna get punished. Might as well, yeah. Might as well catch it. Might as well go down with it. Brace for that hit. Boom. Jerry said December 30th, 1923. Oh God, I hope. Did he say that? Oh, come on. Come on, Jerry. Oh, you killing us. I think it might be time to, go enjoy the rest of your life, bro. Hand the organization over to Stevens. Stephen Jones can handle this. Go to the Caribbean or something. Let somebody else be the GM. All right, D'Angelo Brown, what's up? Says Pro Bowl Bland, Defensive Player of the Year. I ain't got no problem with that. I have no problem with that. The way this man is playing, and I hate to use the trope, but grown man bland. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to start hashtagging grown man bland, because that dude continuously shows up and shows out. Bland, you're right, Verl. Bland gets a triple A plus. He originally, man, see, I had got to the crib a little late. Like, I got to the crib to watch the game. I think it was after the first series and they punted, but I didn't get to see the opening and stuff. He said 1923. We ain't asking your birthday, Jerry. Nah, I'm joking. Vera Parsons deserves a full sack for 3, not a half a sack. I'm going to have to go back and watch what you mean. Because I knew it. I was like, the Lion going to eat. The Lion was a little bit MIA. Last game, I was like, the Lion is going to eat. And yeah, I said that right here. I took notes during the game. The defense did stand up. They won the battle of the line of scrimmage. Both offense and defense won the battle at the line of scrimmage. But the Panthers were gashing us a little bit when it came to the run game. It's like they weren't getting, a yard here, 2 yards here. No, they were gashing us 7 yards, 10 yards. Every time I looked up, somebody was running through the hole for a first down. I'm like, y'all can't be doing this, defense. Y'all can't be doing this, because we're going to meet up with some teams that is going to make you pay for it. So this is a game where we should have, worked on our fundamentals. pretty much, worked on our fundamentals and just got this dub. But if y'all go into this stretch of games and into the playoffs, letting people just burst through the hole like that, then what do we have to look forward to, Cowboys Nation? I don't want to be the pessimistic type. I'm just being a realist, But offense and defensive line, they stood up. Offense allowed 0 sacks, kept Dak Prescott clean. And the defense, 7 sacks. And you were right. Micah Parsons is responsible and got credited for 2.5 sacks. Who was it? Curse that came in at the last minute on one of those sacks and kind of wrapped his arms around Young. I think that's where that half a sack comes in. But we talked about DaRon Bland. That man got his 4th pick six of the year. That means he's 1 more pick six from having the record for most pick sixes during a season. Man, we breaking records over here. Dak Prescott's breaking records. CD Lamb's breaking records. DaRon Bland's breaking records. Like, yo, we have the tools. We have the talent to make a deep run into the playoffs. I'm not even saying it's Super Bowl, baby. No, but we have the tools and the talent to disrupt any team in the National Football League if we put all 3 phases together and play complementary football. Don't make mistakes like defensive penalties. Don't make mistakes. We can hang with the best of them. But also, I gotta give props to Sam Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, when Sam Williams' number is called, that man shows up and answers the call. He shows up and shows out. Guess what? He only recorded 1 tackle today. 1 solo tackle. But that tackle was a sack and a tackle for loss. So you can't argue with that, ladies and gentlemen. He got called once. Hey, what's going on? Splatter Talk. Hey, I got my moderators in here. Yeah. Send to the match. What's happening? All right, let me see. I got some people that done came in. Free your mind. What's good with you? Prince Jackson, yo, what's happening? What's going on, everybody? Columbus Hill. 10 points. Relax. Yo, if I relax, I'm a Cowboys and Dak apologist. I can't relax, my dude. I can't relax. This is a team that we should have punched in the mouth harder than we did. I can't relax, man. I'm trying to see an NFC championship. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see that. And just because it's the Carolina Panthers, do not take your foot off the gas. That's all I'm saying. I know it's 10 points, and I gave him, like I said, I gave him 13 in my prediction, but the way our defense was just handling that offensive line, the way our cornerbacks were stuffing their receivers at the line of scrimmage, how we were getting in the backfield, we played like we shouldn't have allowed as many points as they did. Like 10 points it just seems like too much for me. I don't know. All right, let's see. And the lunatic, that Carolina 17 play touchdown drive should not have happened. And that's where our concerns build up for our defense. That's what I'm saying. When they figured out that, they can't stop the run like that. That's when I started panicking a little bit. Just a little bit. Not really. I mean, I figured we had the game in hand, but still I'm like, don't let these guys hang with us. We are too good for that. Don't let them hang with us. But did y'all see, and I know y'all saw, that the Panthers played a little dirty. They played a little dirty today. Oh my God, like number 90 for the Carolina Panthers, what's his name, Amari Barno? He hit Dak Prescott when Dak was going into that slide. I got scared. I got super scared. Then they started playing the replay. And I'm like, oh no. Like, the last thing that we need is to lose Dak Prescott to concussion protocol or something like that. Like, no, we can't have this. Are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Dak? And Dak got up, shook it off, kept playing. I was like, man, that dude's a trooper. That dude's a trooper. But then also you had, ex-Cowboy Xavier Woods playing dirty too. How in the world do you get a face mask and a horse collar at the same time during the same tackle? Boy, you are doing the most to bring that man down. Like, yo, are you mad that the Cowboys, moved on from you? Like, is that why you came out and you was playing dirty? Like, I'm going to get some get back on them. Bro, stop. But, also, all right, so I'm going to get to a couple comments, then I'm going to get into the good and the bad, what I saw in the good and the bad, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, send to the match with a football. All right, I don't like that Philly gets one more home game than us and finishes with the Giants, Cardinals, and Giants last 3 games. Yo, I mean, we had easy games to start out the season. Now they got the easy games to end the season. Honestly, the way the Commanders played today, I'm not going to say that they're walking the park because they always give us fits. They always give the Cowboys issue. But that's a game that we should win. That is definitely a game that we should win. That should be like how the Cardinals will be against the Eagles. Kyler Murray's back. Kyler Murray's back. So who knows in that game? But anyway, yeah, we do got a hard stretch. And the Eagles finish very easily landing into the playoffs. But, don't let that fool you. Maybe they think that they can sit back going into the playoffs and then get smacked in the mouth in the divisional round. Well, hopefully we get the bye. But, that's another topic for another day. All right, Prince Jackson. Yeah, I guess it's scary to know we can play. Yes, that's my thing. We can play better. The score doesn't represent our play in that game. We could have played much better. Like, I know it's easy for somebody behind, a computer and everything to say that. You ain't out here calling the plays and you ain't out here running the plays. But still, an eye test, following the Cowboys, knowing how you can play, your ceiling, knowing that, we should have left that thing with a 40 burger at least. And honestly, when Cooper Rush came in the game, I'm like, no, what are you doing? Keep Dak in the game. Maybe I'm being selfish. Maybe I'm like, yo, we can go down and score again. But nope, they decided for Cooper Rush to go in, and that was one of the things that irritated me because I wanted to see Trey Lance, because this is the last official game that they could have gotten away with putting Trey Lance in the game and, having Dak sit down at the end of the game. This is the last game that's going to happen. I mean, I pray that we get to a position where we're beating, either Philly or Miami by 30 points and we can sit somebody down. But, I'm also a realist and don't think that's going to happen. All right, the Lunatic. We going with our soft part of the schedule while Filthy going through their tough part. Just win our games and problem solve. That's it. Win our games and problem solved. That's all we got to do. That's why I'm a fond believer, and people have disagreed with me that I feel like we should win out. If we win out and the Eagles lose a couple, we have a better chance of getting home field position. And when we got home field position, when we at home, we're good. We are good. So why not want to have that home field advantage? So everybody got to go through the Dallas-Fort Worth area and play the Cowboys at home in Jerry's World. But, I just lost. Let me get back to the comments. Boom. And Big Mike and Pollard hearing that give Rico the ball, dang. Pollard used outside more and ran hard for 5.1 yards per run. Hold on, I got them stats. Because I think that was a stat that I covered. Let me see. 61 yards, though. 61 yards. He finally got his tub. He finally got his touchdown, but 61 yards? I'm looking for a little bit more out of the run game. For real. I mean, am I being too harsh, Cowboys Nation? Am I being too harsh? You know, we did get a dub. You know, he was able to build his confidence off that dub. Also, Tony Pollard is really good. He's starting to be good at picking up the blitz. Like during this game when they blitzed and he stood in there and you know, took the blitzer, but also went to the side, flanked off to the side, to the flats. Bam, he was right there. He did a real good job at that tonight. Like, but had 12 carries for 61 yards and 1 touchdown. His first touchdown since week 1. Like, you got to build that man's confidence up so he can do what it do in the later part of the season and going into the playoffs. I'm glad that he got his touchdown. But Columbus Hill, hey, bro, they're getting paid. Yeah, they're getting paid too. No game is easy. You 100% right. No game is easy. For real. And that's what gets me, like, with the talking heads and everything. When they say, oh, it's just this team, or, you know, it's just the Giants. I don't care. They have that NFL shield on their jerseys and they're out there playing. They are NFL teams. I don't want to hear they're just this, because I know people have said it's just the Broncos. Look at the Broncos now. You know what I'm saying? Upsetting people. Upsetting the ones that y'all hold to such a high esteem, you know? But all right, Chris Jackson, I wouldn't say we were no. Uh-oh, we blacked out for a second. But no, by all means, I am not saying that we were terrible. No. We weren't terrible, but we weren't the level that we know we can be. And I don't know if that's the Cowboys, like the trope goes, the stereotype goes, playing down to their competition. But I just think there was something left out there. You know, something else that we could have done. You know, like, remember that handoff to CeeDee Lamb out of the backfield? Like, those are the type of plays that I want to see. You know, I see that we did the end around with Tony Pollard and it didn't amount to much. But this is a team that you can do that to and get away with. Like putting Trey Lance in the game. This is a team that you can do that with and get away with it. Like, let's see some stuff. I'm not saying that, you know, oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you. I truly appreciate you. Free your mind with the first super chat ever of the channel. So I got to give you your props. I appreciate your first super chat of the channel. All right. We only need to handle our business. What the others do is not our business until it's our business where we play them. Heart, you are absolutely right, for your mind. You are absolutely right. We need to take 1 week at a time. Do not worry about the next opponent until it's time to worry about the next opponent. Right now, it's time for them to get on the plane, for them to go back to Arlington, you know, to Dallas-Fort Worth, and, you know, celebrate for the night. We got the dub. Yay. We were supposed to get it. Yay. And then Wednesday, because I believe Tuesday is, you know, kind of a down day. Wednesday, get back at it. Now it's Washington. Now we go handle. It's Washington next, right? I ain't bugging. Let me check out the schedule, because I don't want to say nothing wrong. Have some people in the comments, no, we play Seattle next week. Let me see. Yeah, Washington, Thanksgiving, Thursday. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was right. So, yeah, Thursday, we have Washington. So they might not even get a day off. It might be just, we got to get it going. We got to get it done. We got to get ready. Because, like I said, Washington plays us tough. So we got to be open and ready for any of the surprises. McLaurin over there, he is a great receiver. I don't think they have too much more. Like, they lost their defensive weapons in the trade, so before the trade deadline, but you still, you got to worry about them. But you are right, Free Ahmad. Business. Let's worry about the Washington Commanders. And then after that, worry about the next team. You're absolutely right. Thank you again for the super chat. First one of the channel's existence. All right. Where did I leave off? Boom, boom, boom. This didn't say we weren't terrible. All right, we left points on the field today. The lunatic. We left points on the field today. That's positive. Better execute. We score 40 plus. Easy versus Kitty Cats. Yes, it is. That's why I'm saying, like, maybe I'm holding them to a much higher standard, but to be on here and be like, yes, we won, we kicked their butts, and not realize that there were things that were done during this game that will punch us in the mouth against a more formidable opponent. I am looking at this game, but I'm looking at how we play and how it will match up with the teams that are over 500. The teams that the 4-letter and 3-letter networks say that we can't beat. Like, I expect the Dallas Cowboys to go in there and handle each and every team. I don't care if it's the New York Giants and their record. Shouts out to the Giants for beating the Commanders. But I don't care. I don't even care if it's them. I want the Cowboys to go out and execute as if they were playing the best team in the NFL. But, all right, Xavier Woods, Mr. 80%, thank you for reminding me while we said goodbye. That was just shady, dude. That was shady. Like, how are you? He got me mad. He got me mad. I was like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to bring this man down like that, have 2 fouls, have 2 flags and 1 tackle? You meaning to hurt people. I seen some people rolling up on Cowboys, like, defenders' ankles and stuff like that. I'm like, come on, man. It's just a game, man. You stop that. Stop that. Y'all try to take these people's livelihoods and stuff all because get better. That's what you do. Get better. Yep. Prince Jack. Oh, Nisi, I ain't meaning to skip you. I'm sorry. But, yeah, they played dirty this week, and the Giants did last week. Where's the offense, the defense, Dak? Oh, my God. Yo, appreciate, I jump on these super chats. I truly appreciate you. Angry Fan, love your channel. Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor, sure sign we going to the big show this year. See, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I am truly thinking that Jimmy Johnson getting in the Ring of Honor will settle everything. It will line the universe to where we will rise up, go to the NFC Championship, even if whether it's Philadelphia or the 49ers, we beat them and go to the big game. We can silence the critics. Man, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Jimmy getting in here it will right the ship because he deserves to be in here. Man, the man gave us, oh my God, he gave us 2 Super Bowls. Like, come on, he deserves this. So, yeah, I will definitely be, it's during the Lions game, so I'll definitely be tuning in to watch that. Like, and I know Troy Aikman will be doing the same because it's like the last time, like one of the last times I remember this Ring of Honor thing coming up Troy Aikman got angry because he felt like he was, Jimmy Johnson was being jerked around. And that's why I felt like once this happens, everything is going to be right in Cowboys Nation. Thank you for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. Second super chat of the channel's existence. Truly appreciate you. All right. And that was from Verl. Appreciate you, Verl. I truly appreciate you. All right. Nisi, they played dirty this week, and the Giants did last week. There is the offense. Where's the offense to defend Dak when that I understand what you're saying. I do. I truly get what you're saying. Like, you see these other teams, if their quarterback gets manhandled some way, you got the offensive line right to his defense, ready to push people over. But I tell you this, I do not want that to happen because, as you can see with the Eagles game and everything, they are quick to flag us. They are quick to penalize us. So we have to be on our P's and Q's. Classy Cowboys, just like we do in the chats, classy Cowboy comments and content. They got to be classy out on the field. Like but that one where he was sliding, y'all should have been pushing people around. Y'all should have been pushing number 90 around. That dude, that was too much. Come on now. You could have hurt that man, but I digress. All right. Family G 357. We should easily beat them by 20. We should have been beating them by 20 in the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? We should have been beating them by 20 in the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at the way this thing went down. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, this thing went down. I want to check out the score for each quarter. Boom. 7 in the first quarter. 10 in the second. What just happened? There we go. 7 in the first, 10 in the second, 0 in the third. What is going on with our third quarter efficiency? Like, what's going on with us not getting on the board in the third quarter, or letting another team score more than they should, score unanswered points in the third quarter? Carolina today scored 7 unanswered points in the third quarter. That Philly game, they scored 14 points, 14 unanswered points in the third quarter. That kind of cost us the game. What's going on with that, Cowboys? I want to see that tightened up a little bit more, because once that's tightened up, we can hang with the big dogs. But if the big dog's going to take advantage of us, it's going to be right when they come out of the locker room at half. Like, what's being said in the half that they're coming out so blazing. But anyway, we're okay. I remember Washington's foot up our butts last year. Yes. We owe them. We do owe them payback. But if I'm not mistaken, that last game last year, that was the game you're referring to, correct? And because if that was the game you're referring to, it's like, when we kind of set our people. But all right, D'Angelo Brown, what's up, man? How's it going? Back-to-back Thursday games. That's considered like a mini bye. Yeah. Are both of our all right? Yeah, we got it on Thanksgiving this coming week, but do we have back-to-back? I don't know. I'm gonna check the schedule real quick. Back-to-back Thursday games. Okay, so this week we have it on. Dang it! My internet is going crazy. All right, stop jumping around on me. Okay, next week, obviously, we play on Thanksgiving at 4:30 on CBS. Boom, the 23rd. Yeah, we play Seattle. Yeah, play Seattle. I mean, it is kind of a mini bye, but at the same time, that's a stretch, and that's a point in time where injuries happen. Like this week is where injuries happen, and y'all hear me? I'm knocking on wood for my people. I'm knocking on wood for the Cowboys that they stay healthy for the remainder of the season. Please don't get it twisted. Like y'all know, I am a superstitious person, and I don't mean to talk that into existence. But these Thursday games, they kind of scare me. They do. They scare me. Train play this year? No way. Next 3 games are at AT&T, the Lunatic, with a 12-game home winning streak. Do your job, win, and we good. That's it. Do your job. Do your job to the best of your ability, and we come away with a dub. Like, plain and simple. It's Washington. Yes, they play us tough, but it's Washington. Look what just happened with the New York Giants. It's Washington. Just go in there, handle business, and come away with the dub. That's it. Hey, Luna Love, what's going on? What's going on with you? All right, Pollard sat most of the fourth, and Rico got most of the touches in the fourth quarter. Yeah. I mean, whenever Dak Prescott comes out, you're gonna have your number ones come out. You may have like CeeDee Lamb out there for 1 or 2 plays, but for the most part, your starters are gonna come out. They're gonna put in their, the second string, and Rico Dowdle's a part of that, but I honestly think there's going to be controversy in the offseason, ladies and gentlemen. And I think the Cowboys might move away from Pollard and for Rico Dowdle. But if it happens, remember I said it first. Yeah, Verl Pollard did look great on his touchdown run. That man fought from like the 5-yard line. He fought 2 defenders getting there. Even when they brought him down, made sure that his body wasn't touching the turf, rolled over on the dude, extended. All that is tough to do. All that is tough to do and have the wherewithal of where you're at on the field to, boom, I'm past the goal line. Yeah, Pollard, that's why I said it helped his morale. Him getting that helped his mental. This man's like, yeah, I can do it. You see that? You see how far I ran? I can do it. I can gash people. I still got it. So I'm truly happy that he got that strong touchdown. All right. And partially the line fault too. Pollard isn't going. Yeah, it is. It is. And I think that is an area of concern for the Dallas Cowboys is their line. I feel that it needs to be fortified. It needs to be strengthened. We cannot live off the reputation of a 2015 line when we don't play to that standard. So, yeah, it's not all of Pollard's fault. He can't get going. It's the fact that they can't create holes for him. But then I think about, like, you see the CeeDee Lamb handoff. There wasn't really a hole made for him. He kind of made his way up the field. And a lot of Rico Dowdle's runs make a shifty way through whatever tiny hole that they create. But our offensive line, we need I won't say a complete revamp, but we need some strengthening on it. Alrighty. We only really need to get about 75 to 80 yards or more to beat any team. Yeah, but when your quarterback only has 182 yards passing, I'd kind of like to see my running back have a little bit more yards. Like if Dak Prescott is only getting 182 passing yards, I expect the running backs to at least, have 189, 190 yards together, But that's why I said, like, the score doesn't represent the play. Like you look at the score itself, you look at the score itself and it's like, dang, they got busy. But then you look at the stats, you actually read it, it's like, how'd they score 33 points? All right. Did I lose my spot? Nope. Giants beat the Commanders. I know the Commanders look super sloppy. How many times did they lose that ball? Like, y'all got to hold on to it. But hey, please give us that gift on Thanksgiving. We will certainly take the ball off your hands, Commanders. Turpin on a sweep, tosses it to Pollard. I was kind of, let me finish it. Tosses it to Pollard. That's the creativity and scheme we want. But leave the Wildcat plays in the trash, please, Big Mike. Oh, man, I giggled when they did that Wildcat. And I was like, nah, y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for the Wildcat yet. The only person that I would consider for Wildcat, CeeDee Lamb. Put CeeDee Lamb in the Wildcat. Get them people to block for CeeDee Lamb. He will make something happen. And also, when you got a player in the Wildcat, work on the player's passing. Because when you do that Wildcat, the defense sells out to the run. They sell out to the run something crazy. So if you in the Wildcat and you act like you gonna run and then boom, I know you'll have a receiver open. So, but I would like to see CeeDee Lamb in the Wildcat. But you right though. and that pitch to Pollard, that scared me. Because it was on a third down. And I'm like, Pollard's not really ripping them like that a clip. Like maybe we should have thrown it, and then he found the blockers, and I think it was Tyler Biotish that was up there blocking cornerbacks, pancaking cornerbacks. I was like, oh shoot, okay, I'll shut up now, So I was proven wrong. Like they gave it to Pollard, and Pollard got the first down, and I was super happy about that. But Luna Love, you said we need to activate Trey Lance so he can do the Wildcat and he could get second team reps. Yes, I thought that we should have activated Trey Lance for this game. And if y'all remember in my video previously, I said that if we take Dak Prescott out in the fourth quarter, we need to put Trey Lance in to get him some reps against the team that we know we're going to beat. And at that time when Dak Prescott left the game, we knew we had the game in hand. We put Cooper Rush in. No, don't put Cooper Rush in. Let's see what Trey Lance got. Put him in. But, I mean, that's not even to run the Wildcat. But if he did run the Wildcat, I don't know if he is that stout to not withstand getting popped. But if he did run the Wildcat, at least he has the arm and hopefully the wherewithal as a quarterback to know if you're about to run it, they're collapsing on him. They sell out to the run. I got CeeDee Lamb right there. I got CeeDee Lamb, on the crosser. It could work. Jordan Lewis was terrible. Coach needs to get him off the field. Put Wanye and Izzy in. I can't remember the play, but I remember saying, God, come on, Wanye. I can't remember the exact play. I'm going to have to get back to y'all on that. But there was a play where I'm like, oh, come on, Wanye. You gave him the first down for real. But Jordan Lewis, y'all know what I think about Jordan Lewis. Y'all know that I think that Jordan Lewis is out of here this coming off season. Yeah. Boom. Yes. Luna Love, you definitely, thank you. Everybody that did a super chat tonight, I truly appreciate you. Like I said, all this is new to the Angry Cowboys fan, but we rolling along. We rolling with the punches and everything like that. And I appreciate every single one of y'all rolling with me. And I truly appreciate everybody who has a super chat, that does a super chat and a super thanks. You guys are super dope. Oh, man. Yeah, hit that like button. The Lunatic said it's free. It's free. Hit that like button. Well, look at that. Well, I got to catch up with y'all. Boom. I'm trying to get to, the comments and everything. Sloppy play. We need to clean up. We need to clean up on those. Aluna Love, you're correct. You're correct. That's why I'm being a little bit harsh. I'm being a little critical when it comes to the Cowboys' play against the Panthers. Like, there was no business. They had no business being in the game the way they were. And, let me just get to the good and the bads real quick. And then we'll have the conversation in the comment section. The goods, like I said, CeeDee Lamb getting that handoff in the backfield, he made a nice gain. It actually took Mike McCarthy's play calling in a different route. And I like that. He's not being super typical. He's not being predictable. Like CeeDee Lamb in the backfield, I didn't see that happening in this game, but it did. And that's one of the goods for me. Tony Pollard getting his first TD. That's another good. Dak being able to distribute the ball. That's another thing. Even though he got 182 yards, he was able to distribute the ball. The last couple of weeks, he's been, boom, finding everybody. I love when CeeDee Lamb balls. Don't get it twisted. I love when he balls, but I love when we go into games and we have more than one threat. When we have the defense talking about we got to cover this person and this person too, instead of we got to double CeeDee Lamb. And so I like that Dak is distributing the ball to more receivers. The front four on both sides, keeping Dak clean while taking Young down. I love that. They got the job done. And did y'all know that CeeDee Lamb became the second fastest Cowboy receiver to reach 1,000 yards? He reached 1,000 yards tonight. And he's the second fastest Cowboy to do that within, where they're at in the season. Number one, y'all know who number one is. Number one is the playmaker, Michael Irvin. But let's go ahead and get into the bads. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the bads. Dallas Cowboys got to work on its fourth down conversion allowance. They got to work on those fourth downs. Carolina was 3 for 3 on fourth down. We couldn't stop them. Y'all remember that Eagles game? They weren't afraid to go for it on fourth down. Like, it's like the days of coaches being scared to go for it on fourth down. That's fading away. I said that in the video before the Philly game. It's like they go for it on fourth down. It's fourth down territory every time the defense is out there. And Dallas, this game, wow, 3 for 3 on fourth down conversions. We could have had their offense off the field 3 separate times, but we couldn't make the stops. Gotta clean it up. Another bad, our run defense. That has to get better. They were gashing us today. Running backs like DeAndre Swift, they'll make you pay for those holes, in the run game. People like Christian McCaffrey will make you pay for those holes in the run game. It's unacceptable. Another bad that I have is Dak Prescott stats. Against the 1-8 Carolina Panthers, you go 25 for 38. For 189, oops, I said 82, is 189 yards and 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. What? Didn't last week he just go for over 400? And now you come back against a team that only has 1 win on their ledger this year. And you throw 189 yards passing. Got 2 tubs, but I just feel that he could have done better. You know what I'm saying? I can't let it slide. You know what I'm saying? I will defend Dak to the moon and back. Y'all know about my content. I will defend Dak to the moon and back if he is right, but 189 yards just don't cut it for me, especially when your running backs don't have the yards like over 189 put together. But anyhow, He averaged 5 yards a throw. That's unacceptable. No, 5 yards a throw, that ain't gonna get you far against teams over 500. And that was this game, was to go out there and showcase, not to blow them out, but to showcase sound, complimentary football. 5 yards a throw. Unacceptable, guys. I'm sorry. There are a few drops by Jalen Tolbert. 5 targets, 2 receptions for a total of 12 yards. That's unacceptable. At the second drop, I'm like, put Michael Gallup in. Everybody calling for Michael Gallup to get benched and Jalen Tolbert to come out. And now I'm like, no, put Michael Gallup back in. But yeah, I already talked about it. Bad for me was that they didn't put Trey Lance out on the field. And the only thing that Cooper Rush was doing was just handing the ball off. I think he threw it twice, but he was handing the ball off for the most part. It's like, dang, if you're going to do that, put Trey Lance in, let him get reps in, handing the ball off. Dang, this is his only opportunity for the rest of the season. But I already talked about our play in the third quarter. That is a huge bad for me. Oh, yeah. And going into victory formation at the 2-minute warning, that bugs the crap out of me. Like, man, we still got 2 more minutes of football. Can they come back from that? No, they can't. But is it a respect thing? Y'all let me know in the comments. Is it a respect thing to just kneel the ball out with 2 minutes left? Or do I have the Madden complex where I'm like, I'm balling until there's 2 seconds left? So y'all let me know, like, is it custom? Is it mercy to kneel the ball out at the 2-minute warning? Because it grinds my gears something fierce. But, ladies and gentlemen, overall, I got to give the Dallas Cowboys a B- for this performance. I do. Yeah, we got the dub. 33-10, we got the dub. For a while, the Panthers were still in position to tie the game if they could have scored. That game was way too close for comfort, Cowboys Nation. It was way too close for comfort for way too long. It wasn't until the fourth where we scored 16 points, putting the game out of reach. That's kind of unacceptable to a 1-8 team. So I can't give them anything above a B-. The defense did great, but there was too many holes in the run game. We got to clean it up. Like, the defense 7 sacks. That's nothing to sneeze at. That is good. That is dope. That's great. Have 7 sacks against Washington next week. Have 7 sacks against Seattle. I want to see that. But I don't want to see Seattle and Washington gashing us up the middle like Carolina Panthers did. The run defense gets caught slipping way too much. But the defense nonetheless balled out. And I'm not going to hate on that. I'm not going to say that the defense wasn't good. The defense was great. But they could be better. And during the broadcast, one of the broadcasters, I heard him and I was like, man, I should have recorded that. But one of the broadcasters was like, Dak's playing at an elite level. He threw that E word out there. It ain't us, Cowboys Nation. It ain't us making these proclamations. It's everybody else. When you know you are great, you don't have to tell people you're great. People will tell you you are great. And that's what's going on. The broadcaster said he's playing at an elite level. It's not Cowboys Nation just claiming our quarterback is elite. Other people in the business, people that watch the game, people that study the game, people that have played the game, that are not just sitting behind a desk fraternizing with the other, the other talking heads. It's people that are there, that are preparing, that are getting ready for these Monday, Sunday, Thursday, Saturday. I think we even got a Black Friday game. But he's elite. He's playing at an elite level. Give him his props. Stop trying to hate on it. But at the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the game, when Young fumbled that ball, did you see that hit? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. That ball dropped out of his right hand. And next thing you know, I can't remember who laid the hit on him. But pop, he got, whoo. I heard it. I was listening. I was like, oh, is he okay? Is he okay? He got up. He was all right. He, walked to the side because he lost the ball, shaking his head. I'm like, all right, he's fine. He's fine. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's my take on it. That's my take on it. I gotta give it a B-. I can't give it anything more than that because it really wasn't deserving of that type of praise. You're going to get online tomorrow and, you're going to hear the talking heads talk about the game, and you're going to hear the talking heads pretty much saying the exact same thing. They're going to be saying they needed to go in there and win that. Everybody was saying that it was a trap game, but everybody knew that the Dallas Cowboys would come out with a dub. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that, but that y'all were saying that it was a trap game, that there was a potential that we could go out there and lose this game. So it was in people's minds, but they're going to act like, oh yeah, they were supposed to do that. And then they're going to look down, and I think that's why I'm a little critical with Dak's yardage, because they're just going to be like, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. He threw for 189 yards. He didn't do anything. So that's why whenever we get a win and we blow him out like that, I want Dak to ball out to where the talking heads have zero to say about it, where they can't dispute it. But as you guys saw in the Philly game, he can be good and they'll still dispute it. All right. Don't be like the Eagles. Yeah, hit the like button. It's free. Hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We're going to get to a few more comments and we're going to end the live because, I done kept y'all for a minute. All right. So don't be like Eagles fans who are still focused on the Cowboys. I hate that. I hate that we rent so much space in the Eagles fans' mind. Like, dude, you are not that important. Like I said, I used to root for the Philadelphia Eagles when we wouldn't make it. I used to root for the other NFC teams, but because of your fan base, I'm not doing it no more. You lost me. Nieces says, I think Mike likes to test new plays with certain teams, but put them on film. Bluffing technique. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Let's go ahead and put this play out in the ether so that they think that we're going to run it when we get into this formation. And then we bust out with another play that they have no clue about. They think we're going to run this one. I feel you, Nisi. I feel you. Okay. Right. Washington, yes. Washington, then Seattle, then Philly. Filthy. See, I can't even take credit for saying Philadelphia. I got to give credit to the lunatic. He said filthy first. So credit to you. All right. Luna Love says penalty, sloppy play. We need to clean up on those. Yes. Discipline. We need to be more disciplined. Yes, Luna, we definitely do, especially on the defensive side of the ball, because we can get ahead of ourselves and start having those unnecessary roughness penalties on us, neutral zone infractions. Like, come on, guys, stop. Because once you do that, you give somebody, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty. Now they're in scoring position. that's why I say, like, not all penalties are created equal as well. All right. We didn't get penalties, Luna Love. The Panthers looked like they were trying to hurt us. Yes. I'm not sure what game you were watching. No, we didn't get too many penalties, but we do know that discipline is definitely an issue with the Dallas Cowboys defense. But the Panthers were playing really sloppy. It was like, if you can't beat them up, you know? They need to stop. They need to stop, man. And I figured, I was talking to my brother who is a Panthers fan, and I was telling him, like, if they were to beat us tonight, which is highly unlikely, but, well, today, if they were to beat us today and run the table, they had a chance at playoffs. But I think they have a bigger chance at just tanking the season and getting a better draft pick. But running into the kicker, yeah, they got that penalty. I'm glad it was running into the kicker. It wasn't roughing, but they didn't hit his plant leg, so it was considered running into. I was like, whew, good. But then, 4th down, they went for it, and they got it. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Like, okay, we bit ourselves in the we shot ourselves in the foot by running into the kicker. To add insult to injury, here it is, 4th and 2, and they get it. Like, guys, we got to stop them, man. I mean, and there was a point in time where the Carolina Panthers ate a whole period, a whole quarter. I'm like, gosh, man, defense, get off the field. But they couldn't stop them on 4th downs. You play Philly, they're going for it on 4th down. 4th and 3, 4th and 2, they're going for it on 4th down. We got to figure out a way to stop it. Like I said, Carolina Panthers, 3 and 3 tonight on 4th down. We got to work on not getting gashed like we did against the Panthers run game. Yeah, we do. We do. Did I see Mozzie out there a lot? Or did I see Jonathan Hankins and Oso Digizawa? Like, we got to work on our run game. We have to work on our run game and our run defense. Because I believe, especially stopping the run, because everybody in the league thinks that they can run all over the Cowboys. I mean, we do a good job by stopping them, let's say 67 yards total per game. But just like penalties, those yards aren't created equal. Those yards happen in crucial moments of the game. When it's a 3rd and 7 and they do a delayed handoff and we can't stop the run and they get the 1st down instead of us getting off the field. But anyway, I'm getting worked up, y'all. Oh no. All right, easy. Now Xavier Woods wants to play football. That's what I'm talking about. Where were you when we had you on our team? All that hitting and stuff. Where were you, Xavier Woods? All that horse collar. One curse lifted. Oh, God, did we have more curse? They say Rowdy's a curse, too. He was inducted in 96. So hopefully when all the inductees become inducted, that curse will be lifted. And I believe that JJ is the last one. I could be wrong, but I feel like he is the last one that will lift this curse. Yeah, I love our kicker too, Verl. Yeah, like a big warm security blanket. He ended his streak. Tonight, and I was so torn. I'm like, oh, man. Like, dang, I wanted to see him continue. But he got 20 straight, and he has the record. So, Cowboys over there collecting records again. Now we need to collect playoff wins and collect Super Bowls. Because y'all know we can do it. We done did it before. But if Jimmy can finally get in the Cowboys Ring of Honor, you can hit that like button. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. All right, 17-3 17-3 at half. Boom. Let me check this out. Go back to that. Show me now. Come on now. I hate ESPN. Yeah, it was. It was 17-3 before the half. But if I can go to the play-by-play, it was, let's see. Okay. Dallas 10, field goal, touchdown 17. It was 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the half where we scored 17. We should have been at 24 by that time. I'm sorry. I know people are saying like, dang, cut him a break, man. It was 17-3. But, man, we should have been 24-3 at that point in time. Dallas Cowboys have the capability to do so, and against an opponent like this. But, all right, Luna Love, we really held that ball long in the third. That's how, like, they held the ball for a while, and then we get the ball back and hold the ball for a long time. That's how those time of possessions get kind of even. Dallas Cowboys know, especially when the run game is clicking, Dallas Cowboys know how to drain a clock. Boom. All right, the Cowboys' 5th Super Bowl was Jimmy's team. Yeah. No. Hold on. Now you're gonna make me fact check you real quick. I gotta get on my facts over here. Because Jimmy got 2. If I'm not mistaken. Jimmy has 2. Because those were the ones that I got turned on to. Go ahead. 92 and 93. Come on now, give me the coaches. Yeah, 92 and 93. So it's more than one. It's 92 and 93. All right. We need to win out. If we can win out, that's what I mean. We need to win out. We need to win out. I know we don't have to. A lot of people have said we don't have to win out, but I am a fond believer in working smarter than harder. And I am a fond believer in working your butt off in your younger years so that you can chill in your older years. I also believe in working harder during the regular season so you don't have a hard road in the playoffs. That's where I'm getting to. Yeah, Seattle's on Thursday Night Football. Boom. Well, Seattle's playing Thanksgiving too. Okay, so that makes it a little bit better, that Seattle's playing on Thanksgiving as well. They got to come back and play on that Thursday night the following week. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Stephen Du Bois. That was the sloppiest blowout I seen us do. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I hate to be so critical on the Dallas Cowboys, but that blowout was so sloppy. Like, let me finish this. But shoot, 33-10, we'll take it. Yep. And Cooper finishes another game. I can get used to this. Yeah, man, I can get used to. That is the goal. To have Cooper Rush in the game at the fourth quarter. To have Trey Lance in the game at the fourth quarter. If we've done that, we have a secured victory already in hand. Boom. They will minimize the win as usual. Yeah, per the norm. The 4-letter and 3-letter networks, they are going to, they didn't do nothing. Man. But you know they got to talk about him. You know they're going to have to talk about him because they ain't going to get no shine if they don't. They ain't going to have us Cowboys fans, seeing what they saying. Hey. Boom. We can't wait to see Blam and break that record by like 2 or 3. Ooh. And we got weeks for him to do this. And we got Josh Allen for him to do this. So, Buffalo might be his time where he goes up by 2 or 3. And he might get a couple on he might get one on Thanksgiving. Man, I hope he does. I hope he does break that record. We got records over here in Cowboys Nation. And shoot, I want Bland to get 2 picks against Philly so they can shut up about it. I just want the Cowboys to beat Philly. I don't care how we do it. I don't care about how much we do it. I don't care if we do it by a point. I just hope we beat Philly so we can be like, hey, shut up. Like, man, I got somebody. I'm in a bet with somebody right now for $50. He bet me that Philly would run the table against these next 5 opponents. Man, Philly's schedule is pretty hard coming up. I was like, man, I'll take that bet. Shoot, I will definitely take that bet because y'all going down to them boys. Like, I didn't say it like that because I don't want to count my Eagles before they hatch. I don't want to do that, but I'll take that bet. You going down by them boys. Oh yeah, Steven. Oh, by all means. I don't know if I'm doing the chop or whatever, but I don't know if I'm doing that, but I will be a Chiefs fan tomorrow night. And if they win, I'm going to hold it in. I'm going to hold it in because, I'm trying to get that classic cowboy content. I'm going to hold it in, but deep in my head, I'm going to say, see, I told you so. Where my $50 at? Oh, man. I remember early in the season, and they were saying they have to see Dak throw. Dak have to score. Defense can't score, etc. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like with who was it? It was the New York Giants, and then it was the Jets. And the defense was balling. They were balling out of control. Special teams was balling, and our kicker was balling, scoring more than our offense. Yeah. Dak had an issue. The offense had an issue earlier on in this year. I don't know if it was the scheming from Mike McCarthy. I don't know if it was the Texas Coast offense. Everybody in Cowboys Nation was like, what is going on? What's going on here? Why can't we get it started? And now, thank goodness, the passing game is on point. We just got to get this run situated. And I figured this would have been the game that we would have gotten our run situated. But it could be on Thanksgiving. Because, like I said, the Washington Commanders lost 2 good defensive players. And now you take advantage of that. Right. And Jake Guilford, I agree. It's time to see Lance. See, I ain't that crazy. People agree with me. Cooper Rush, 4-1 record last year, will make the trade decision an off-season one. Understandable. I just wanted to see him. I just wanted to see his capabilities in the lights, under the lights, even though we played during the day, but under the bright lights of NFL game day. I wanted to see what he had. Not a preseason game, but regular season. Let's see what this dude has. But, nope, Cooper Rush went in. It's amazing how we always play down to the lesser teams on the road. See, it's not a trope. It's not a stereotype. That's what the Cowboys do. And that's what I thought during this game. It's like, yes, we scored 33 points, but in that first half, it's like we were playing down to our opponents. I mean, 3 and out on the first series, you don't make it nowhere, 7 yards and a punt. Hey, any other team, you're setting them up for success. For real. Hunter Lipke, there was a first down. I believe it was the first down that Tony Pollard got. I was screaming, "Give it to Hunter! Give it to Hunter Lipke!" All right, our run defense is a work in progress. Well, the progress better hurry up. The progress better hurry up because the playoffs, man, it's almost Thanksgiving. Next week is Thanksgiving. We going into December football questioning our running game. It's a work in progress. The progress better hurry. Oh, you're talking about the run defense. Same. The run defense, the process better hurry up. We're going into December where we're meeting this string of hard teams, or teams above 500. Teams that are going to run the ball. Oh. Did I get a... Oh, let me see. Hey, did I get another super chat, guys? Thank you. Thank you. Free your mind. I truly appreciate you, my man. I truly appreciate you. All right. I think the talking heads put too much focus on individual stats. And if they're number 1 or number 15, that takes away focus from the next team. We can only win out 1 week at a time. Lack of focus shows in our play. You are right. You're right, free your mind. And there are things that I say or do that I definitely don't want the Cowboys to do. You know, I'll look past, let's say, a Washington game and look at a Seattle game. I'll go and check out Seattle highlights and everything like that. But I pray to God that they're not in the, in the meeting rooms and, in the film rooms watching Seattle and not paying attention to Washington. No, you better not. You better be in that film room watching Sam Howell and McLaurin and them over there on how they do. And then once the clock hits zeros on that game, then we move on to Seattle. But you are right. And you're right. We got to stay focused on the task at hand. And the task at hand right now is Washington on Thanksgiving, bright lights. Like I said, it ain't at night, but it's the atmosphere. They're going to have a turkey leg. This is a big thing. Thanksgiving is a big game day for everybody. Families are at home, eating, watching football. And the Dallas Cowboys, we've pretty much owned Thanksgiving as far as, the ratings go and being on TV. We need to have this dub. And we're at home, correct? I believe we're at home. So we definitely need the dub at home. And the talking heads putting too much focus on individual stats. I think there's some players that put focus on individual stats just way too much. I think like Deron Bland, I think he's doing it because it's available to him and it helps the team. But I honestly think that Micah Parsons is having an issue with that. I believe that Micah Parsons is having an issue with not being impactful in the game. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving games are always at home. Yeah. Yep. Thanksgiving games are always at home. But Micah Parsons, I truly believe that, like, the game, what was it? Was it against I think it was against the Giants, where he wasn't an impact, where he didn't register on the stat sheet. And you could see after the game and during that week that he was just agitated. He was aggravated that he wasn't used to go after the quarterback and everything like that. And I'm sitting here listening to him thinking like, dude, you cannot be a battering ram against every single team. Like, we need you down the stretch of these games. That's why I talk about, like, when people talk about Micah Parsons going and he can play tight end, he can play running back, so on and so forth. I'm like, y'all better not put that man in the backfield. I know he was all state in high school and things like that, but you are risking way too much if you put that man on offense, especially against a formidable opponent. Or even a Carolina. Y'all saw what they were doing to our players. Could you imagine? No. Keep Micah Parsons where he is. You can be an impactful player without being an impact in the game, because during that Giants game, you may not have recorded anything, but your dogs ate. Your dogs ate just off the presence of you. So I just, Micah needs to get that going. He needs to get that out of his head. You know, I'm gonna get paid after. I'm gonna get paid $50 after tomorrow night's game. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs tomorrow night. Cry Eagles. Cry. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Corey Upright. And throw Niners game out, and to definitely not an outlier. We just didn't show, period. So you saying we got more fight? We got more fight for the 49ers than we did the first time? Because I pray to God that we do, because we going to have to show it. If we see them in the playoffs, we are definitely going to have to show them that, we ain't backing down to you. We ain't cowering down to you. You might have eliminated us from the playoffs, but that stops today. We need to think of these guys as not being our, not being our bar, not being our litmus test. This is our, we have to prove that we can hang with the big dogs. No, what you got to prove is that y'all can work together as a team. That's what you got to prove. That you got to prove that you can play sound complementary football on all sides of the ball, all phases of the ball. That's what you need to prove. You don't need to prove anything to the San Francisco 49ers, to the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't care. You don't need to do none of that. All you need to do is play sound football, make good decisions, great ball security, move the ball. That's it. And we definitely gonna get a dub, because if the defense can play lights out like we know they can play, if the offense can play sound like we know they can play, I've said it before and I'll say it here again, we can match anybody in the NFL. Anybody. Hands down. Y'all know we can. But anywho, I'm gonna get to a couple more, and then we're going to get up out of here, because, like I said, I done kept y'all on here for a long time. And I didn't mean to take you guys away from your football experience during, tonight's game and everything, but I had to go live and give y'all my raw and uncut when it comes to this game. Yes, we got the dub, but could we have gotten it better? By all means. Could our stats have been better? Defensive wise, they were great. They were great. I'm kind of nitpicking, but at the same time, it's not nitpicking on the run defense, because the run defense definitely needs to shape up. But overall, our defense was solid. But anywho, y'all know I'm gonna be up working on content tomorrow, over here with a microscope looking at the 4-letter and 3-letter networks, saying, y'all say something wrong, go ahead and say something wrong, so I got some content. But I truly appreciate everybody who stopped by. When will we use Martavis? I don't know. That's a good question. Because obviously he has to get acclimated to the system over in Cowboys Nation. He has to get the playbook down and everything like that. But that's a good question. My mind is saying probably not even this, not during this run. And my mind's also going to may not even be in the playoffs. That might have been a future trade, a future acquisition, I should say, not a trade. but I don't know if they use him coming up. Like, they got to activate him, and who are you going to take from the receiving core to put him in? You know, Brooks. I mean, you could trade him for Brooks, but I think Brooks is doing a pretty solid job when he goes out there throwing the ball. You can see he's good. That little pass that gave CeeDee Lamb behind the line of scrimmage, Brooks gave that block that sprung him for the first down. So he's a real good receiver, and I kind of wanted to see him because he showed out during training camp. You know, this past training camp, Brooks showed out. So I kind of want to see him on the field a little bit more than before Martavis. But I don't know when they're going to do it. I'm going to have to dig into that. But it's a victory Sunday. We're here just like Cowboys Nation. Was that Carolina? Yo, you're right. Lunatic, you're right. Man, I told my brother, I was like, we were watching the game. I was like, you see all those light blue seats? He was like, yeah. What about them? I was like, all those light blue seats used to belong to Panthers fans until we started blowing them out and they left. Because the game that I went to at MetLife Stadium, it was like that. They hung around the first half. They were hanging around, and then the third half, we just took off on them. I mean, the third quarter, we just took off on them, and everybody, it was like a sea of Giants fans just leaving. I'm like, where y'all going? Where y'all going? The game ain't over. Oh man! But boom. Let me get to these last ones. We signed Bryant and Gabe Tolbert snaps. And now MG13 catching balls. He don't want to get traded. Michael Gallup don't want to get traded. He loves being a Cowboy. I'm like, man, I gotta act right. Otherwise, they're gonna get rid of me. And I believe Dak knows the same thing. Like, I gotta get this man touches so they don't get rid of him. Because everybody knows what Michael Gallup is capable of doing. It's just taking him a hard time. It's taking him a long time to get off of that injury and get back into prime Michael Gallup form. We know he can do it. The touchdown pass he caught last week, the pass he caught this week, that jumping catch, I mean, he may not have gotten too many touches, but recently, since his number has been called, he's been doing pretty good. You know, there was that one game with that outlier where he was dropping open passes, but today it was Jalen Tolbert doing it. Like I said, I was yelling at the TV, get him out of there. Put Michael Gallup back in. But boom. All right. No more front office politics. Play the difference makers. Yeah. Play your stars. Get your stars the ball. You get your stars the ball, they make something happen. Gallup saw us tweeting. Word. But if you could put if you could put the ball in your playmakers' hands and your playmakers make good plays, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah. Now, what you mean, Luna Love? Gallup saw us tweeting. Oh yeah, he did. He saw us tweeting like, you better get your act together. You better get your act together. You are right out that door. And I think he realized it too. Like, there's not that much time left in the regular season. And you know that stats really only count during the regular season. That's, they record the playoff stats, but regular season stats, like for MVP and stuff like that, end at the regular season. But we're going to take care of business next 6 weeks. We got this, and Dak we trust. You're right. We got it. We got it. Trust the process. Trust your quarterback. Trust the organization that we're going to get it done. I mean, we getting Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. So hopefully that's the last straw to where we can lift this curse of divisional and done. Divisional and done. Hopefully we can lift this curse this year and lift it by beating the Eagles. That's what I want to see. But ladies and gentlemen, I truly appreciate everybody coming in and enjoying this live with me and participating in this live with me. It has been truly fun, man. Cowboys, do better. Do better than what I saw today. All right? That's the only thing that I got to say to you. But guys, appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And we're going to go live a little bit more often, I think, because the season is winding down. And, I want to get to talk to you guys. And don't get it twisted. I'm going to be making content even during the off season. So y'all ain't getting rid of me. All right. Now let Dak deal and extend him now before it gets crazy expensive. I feel the same way. Extend him. And Gallup, see the writing on the walls. Oh, shoot. Where did that go? Oh, no. And maybe Jimmy will get the juju. We'll let that juju go. Yep. Great show. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody. I am going to go ahead and let you guys go. But once again, I thank you guys for rocking with the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed, if you're in here and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Subscribe to the channel because I make content about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, y'all know what it is. It's DC for life, ladies and gentlemen. I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.